Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dhruva IAS Academy's News Navigator. Under News Navigator initiative, we will be providing you the list of articles that we need to read from today's newspaper. In today's session, we will be analyzing the Delhi edition of The Hindu newspaper, 16th March 2025. Before we proceed, we have a slight announcement. Starting from tomorrow, the News Navigator video will be uploaded by 4 p.m. in the evening. Thank you for your continuous support. Now, as it is Sunday today, we do not have much articles to read. Nonetheless, let's look at today's articles. The first category of articles that we need to read fully is end-to-end reads. Under this, the article that we'll be starting is in page number 9. This particular article talks about the definition of scheduled tribes. The article highlights the call by anthropologists for a paradigm shift in defining scheduled tribes in India. Instead of existing 5-point criteria, experts propose a spectrum of tribalness that considers tangible and intangible factors, emphasizing social institutions and cultural indicators. This particular topic is relevant for GS 1 and 2 subject of social issues and social justice, especially when we talk about the topics like tribal identity, social classification, affirmative action policies, etc. It is also relevant for GS 4 ethics paper when we talk about ethics in affirmative action and inclusivity in governance. Kindly pause the video and cover these dimensions. The next article that we will be reading under this category is in page number 10. This article discusses the trend of mutual funds inflow surpassing bank fixed deposit. The article also mentions the factors responsible for this trend. It is related to GS3 Indian economy, especially when we talk about topics like financial markets and tax reforms. The last article under this category is in page number 12. Recently, Madhav National Park in Madhya Pradesh has been declared India's 58th tiger reserve. In light of this, the article discusses the significance of tiger reserves, factors determining their designation, and India's overall tiger population trends. This particular topic is important for both prelims as well as mains. In prelims, the topics like National Tiger Conservation Authority, Project Tiger, as well as Wildlife Protection Act 1972. When we talk about mains, it is relevant for GS3, environmental conservation, wildlife protection policies, etc. Apart from these articles that we need to read fully, the next category of articles are those that are important but doesn't offer much to note down in our notes. The articles that we need to read under this category is mentioned here along with their page numbers. Kindly give it a good read. The next category that we'll be looking into is Google and Note. These are the topics that are mentioned in today's newspaper but they have not been discussed. Hence, we need to Google search and make notes out of them. If you can find these topics in your textbook, that is well and good, we can read them. The first one is cabinet committees and the second one is the Supreme Court guidelines on asset sales, especially when we talk about Laxmi versus Union of India case. Kindly cover them thoroughly. Coming to points to note, this one particular point is very useful as an example when we talk about gap in governance. If we see Mad Over Donuts, this is an international brand currently operating in India. It is classified as a restaurant, hence paying a GST of 5% instead of the actual classification as bakery products, which attracts 18%. That's why there is a demand for reforms in GST classifications. Kindly mention this in GS3 paper. Last, coming to the curiosity corner, the yesterday's question was, what is polypharmacy? Polypharmacy is the regular use of 5 or more medications at the same time. It is an umbrella term to describe the simultaneous use of multiple medicines by a patient for their conditions. Coming to today's curiosity corner, we have given the characteristics of a bird. Kindly read this and let us know in the comment section what is the name of that particular bird. And that's for today's News Navigator. Please consider subscribing to our WhatsApp, YouTube and Telegram channels for more videos like this as well as the study materials. Thank you for choosing Dhruva IAS Academy. See you all in tomorrow's session.